Welcome to Safe Secure Surfing's WebRTC Leak test for PureVPN. This is a new feature that we've added to our reviews, and we're taking a look at the WebRTC, which is Web Real-Time Communications. What this is it allows computers on various different networks to communicate with each other using browser applications, doing such things as voice calling, video chats, etc. So one person could be using Google Chrome and somebody else could be using Microsoft Edge or Mozilla Firefox. And this sometimes compromises your IP address. So what we want to check here is see if PureVPN protects your IP address by doing a WebRTC test. So without any further delay, we're going to move ahead here and we're going to use 3 different websites in kind of a similar fashion to what we've done with our DNS leak tests and our speed tests, and just compare them and take a look at the results overall. So let's get started. So the first website we're going to go to is ipleak.net. So on this website, gives us some information, some additional information. So it shows my web IP address at the very top, and then it shows my IP addresses looking at the WebRTC detection. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick look at these, and then we'll compare it once PureVPN has been launched. So before we do that, we'll head over to our second website to check on the WebRTC leak test as well. See what we're looking like before we switch over to PureVPN. So our second website here is browserleaks.com/WebRTC. Let's take a quick look at this one. It's confirming that we're seeing the same local IP address and public IP address as we were seeing on ipleak.net. So that one being completed. Once again, this is before PureVPN's VPN service has been launched. So we'll head over to our third one now, and we'll see how that fares as well. So here we are at our third website, whatismyipaddress.com/WebRTC-test. And this one is showing the same IP address as the other two were. Different, or it's not showing a public IP address, and then it's showing the IPv6 addresses as well. So what I'll go do now is get PureVPN engaged, and we'll see how well this masks our what we're showing here for our local IP address and public IP addresses versus what it shows once PureVPN is launched. So we'll be back with you shortly. Alright, so I've engaged PureVPN and I've got their services running in the background. So I've come over to ipleak.net. We're going to take a look at the IP addresses and the WebRTC detection. We come down to the bottom of the page here, and we're actually showing that it's showing a different location for my public domain, but it's also showing my original web IP address with the IPv6 detection there. So this one is not protecting us from a WebRTC leak on this website. So next we'll head over to our second website and check out and see how well it fares over there. So we've come over to our second website, browserleaks.com/WebRTC, and this one is once again showing consistent with what we were seeing on ipleak.net, showing a public address of being down in the States, which is where I selected the server, but with the IPv6 address, it's showing the same address that I had prior to engaging PureVPN service. So it's not protecting us from a WebRTC leak on this website either. So next up we'll go over to our third site and see if we're seeing consistent results with that one as well. So here we are at our third website, whatismyipaddress.com/WebRTC-test. And just as this one showed in the test before PureVPN was launched, it's not displaying my local IP address. It's showing the same IP address as the public IP that I picked in the States, but I'm also showing a leak of the IPv6 address as well. So this one is leaking one as well. So I'll go and do a quick summation, and I'll be back and we'll present our findings on PureVPN's WebRTC leak test here shortly. Alright, welcome back. So here's a summation of the results from the tests that we did here for the WebRTC leak, both before and after PureVPN was launched. So before, we just did a quick test to see that it was showing the real IP addresses. We did it in 3 different categories: local IP address, public IP address, and IPv6 address. And then afterwards we wanted to look and see if it had changed to what the server was saying, and then if the IPv6 address was absent or was showing it as well. So for all of the public IP addresses, it changed to what the VPN server location was showing. But for the IPv6 address, it was showing the true location. So for this, PureVPN has not protected us from a WebRTC leak. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and we'll get back with you shortly. Thanks so much for watching, and we wish you a fantastic day.